early morning in Tokyo brought us lots of octopus energy, which was necessary as we returned back to the Hachiko statue. Sorry if I awoke any Nana trauma for you. If you remember in episode 1, the Hachiko monument was closed when we tried to visit it before, so we had to make a brief detour this morning. If you didn't know, Hachiko was a dog that waited for 10 years after his owner's death, waiting for him to return. So they commemorated his loyalty here. Time for breakfast! Though we considered getting some fish roe from this vending machine for breakfast, we ultimately decided it was time for another convenience store. We hadn't yet tried Family Mart, so we got their katsu sando and also Fami Chiki, which was not nearly as good as Nana Chiki from 7-Eleven. I also inexplicably got an onsen egg, which we didn't have anything to put on, and it was extremely hard to open.
No, I don't. You're good. Harder. Harder.
Am I not hitting it still? Yeah, it said it's an onsen egg. Wait, why is it so hard to crack into? Finally. Alright, I think that this is going to be more of a slurper.
Yeah. Alright, try it.
Not what I was expecting at all. I don't think this is how you're supposed to do it. After finally opening it, and for lack of a better term, slurping it down, we enjoyed the rest of our breakfast before heading to Yoyogi Park. After some quick refreshments, I forced Jake to take a video of us walking and then told him I forgot to press record.
Fundamentally wrong with it. Because it is not recording any video.
I just wanted to upset you.
It works.
This park was once home to the Olympic Village of the 1964 Tokyo Olympics and now has beautiful expanses of nature to view in the city. In fact, this whole day was filled with a lot of flowers and nature, so be prepared for that. Flowers. 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 I don't know why I'm trying to act cool. Look at the butterfly! Jake was very excited to use his camera and try photography as a hobby, but quickly decided he hated it. But I will include Jake looking really upset about the camera thing and talking about it.
Second straight, waiting to see how it plays, edit a setting, take a picture, stand for 10 seconds to see how.
Next, we went to Meiji Jingu, and it was actually Culture Day, so it was pretty crowded. But that also meant they had cultural performances and a festival on the grounds. These are all giant barrels of sake, and these are casks of wine given in offering. Apparently, November is chrysanthemum season in Japan, and we saw a ton of them, which is great because chrysanthemums are Jake's birth flower. Meiji Jingu was established in 1920 to commemorate the virtue of Emperor Meiji and Empress Shokin, who are credited with the initiative to modernize Japan. On Culture Day, there are a lot of ceremonies open to the public in and around Meiji Jingu, so if you're going to be in Tokyo on November the 3rd, I highly recommend adding this into your itinerary. But once again, it was really crowded.
So the vendors are.
If you're a really big fan of flower arrangements or bonsai, you will love it here. You can really see the care and attention that's gone into each of these pieces. Culture Day is actually held on Emperor Meiji's birthday, November the 3rd, so we were able to see the participants of the Autumn Grand Ritual Ceremony exiting the shrine. Meiji Jingu is located amongst an expansive plot of land, so there's lots to explore. Which is exactly what we did. I'm always amazed when I see bonsai like this because they're likely decades old. This is Kiyomasa well, a relic of the early Edo period, which is thought to contain positive and healing energy. We caught the tail end of this Japanese archery ceremony called Kyudo, which means the way of the bow, originating from samurai during feudal Japan. And the martial arts performance was amazing, but I'm a fashion girly at heart and I loved the Yucata. We took a break to snack on this chocolate fondant cake that we picked up earlier from Family Mart, and I have to stop to tell you that you need to get this. It was delicious, decadent, and you would never know it came from a convenience store. We seriously could have spent all day here wandering the grounds. Okay, I'm no chrysanthemum expert, but I will tell you what I learned. This variety of chrysanthemum all stems from one plant, and it's called a ozukuri bed. It takes 1 year for one root division to produce hundreds of flowers in a dome shape. In Yoyogi Park, there's a lovely tea house. They serve some small food options, but we were there for mochi and matcha. We got dango with sweet soy sauce, chestnut daifuku, and mikan daifuku, as well as a warm cup of matcha since it was a little bit chilly outside. This was by far the best dango I've ever had. So soft and stretchy. The chestnut was a great fall flavor, but my favorite has to be the mikan. I love tangerines, and the combination of sweet mochi with tangy fruit was so refreshing. After more wandering with ghibli-esque backgrounds, we made it to the botanical area where subtropical species of plants are on display.
It really is.
It's cool to see that there are a lot of Hawaiian species of plants like apple, bananas, and orchids housed here. And it's also pretty warm if you're chilly from walking outside. But that was a lot of plants, so thank you for sticking with me. And now it's time to party! Back to where we entered Yoyogi Park, there was a festival being held in honor of Culture Day. There were tons of booths open to buy snacks and local products, while enjoying some musical performances. We got the seafood carbonara from a local vendor, and it was so good. Oishikatta desu. Upon exiting, I saw something I had to try. Tomato-nade. That's right, half tomato, half lemonade. Which, I'm gonna be honest, it really wasn't bad. We headed back to our hotel in Akasaka so that we could get ready for our dinner reservation. But not before a quick cheers and an outfit check on the balcony. Roppongi Hills is known for being a modern and trendy area, and it's also where we had reservations for Omakase. Omakase literally translates to "I'll leave it up to you," indicating that the chef picks all of the menu. It typically consists of several different rounds of small plates, and this was specifically a sushi omakase. We started off with rice porridge, then moved on to fatty tuna, seared yellowtail, grilled swordfish. We had ginger, seaweed, bonito. We had this wonderful sake, which unfortunately went straight to my head, but I really enjoyed this homemade ginger ale. Snapper, mushroom filled with rice, akagai, dried egg yolk and grilled rice cake, abalone with Japanese pesto, mixed rice with pesto, amberjack, prawn, salmon roe, tuna back, uni, much to my chagrin, tamago, sea eel, anago, miso soup with baby clams, tuna cheek rolled with pickled radish, and muscat grapes. Whew. I was seriously full and seriously inebriated, as is evidenced by this video, me trying to capture this motion-activated toilet. I was fighting for my life. So, we called it a night. The following day, we leaned into some extremely touristy activities, starting with a Yukata and Tea Ceremony. But first, we had another item to check off of our bucket list, which was corn soup from the vending machine. I think my description here says it all.
It's pleasant.
We were then taken to separate rooms for men and women, and you're able to choose the yukata you would like to be dressed in. Some very experienced ladies go to work on wrapping you up and doing your hair. I swear it only took 2 minutes for this updo. We were then taken to our tea ceremony where we were given Kyoto-style wagashi, which was like a thin mochi skin filled with cinnamon paste, and we learned how to properly whisk our matcha. And hey, sometimes it's fun to be a tourist. We were given a theme for our tea ceremony, which was Ichigo Ichie, meaning one time, one meeting, or once in a lifetime. But after this, they told us to go up on the roof and do a photo shoot, which you don't have to tell me twice because I love an excuse to take a fun photo. After this, we left, and I didn't forget anything. I never forget anything, I promise. We made time for a little window shopping before heading on to lunch at a local ramen shop. Can you believe we went 4 whole days in Japan without getting ramen? This one from Asakusa Shoten definitely comes with our seal of approval, as well as their gyoza. And after our wonderful meal, I realized I forgot my wallet at the tea ceremony place. I lost my wallet. I had to rush back. But Japanese culture is known for being very honest with lost items, so we went right back to the tea place and they had it at the front for me. Next, we went to this feudal Japan museum / Shinobi ninja experience. And I have to be honest, I really don't think this is worth your time, but I will go over the information covered here. First of all, the museum displays are great. The information is well thought out, and you can learn a lot about the feudal system in Japan, which was the hierarchical clan system by which Japan was governed. The emperor was typically a figurehead, with the shogun being the true leader of the country. The ornamental armor and weaponry on display were all real and extremely interesting. Our problem was that the presentation was really geared towards a Western audience and specifically kids. There were some really cheesy jokes and they really played into the stereotypes, so it kind of just felt like a cash grab. But that's just our opinion. After we wrapped up here, we went to Sensoji Temple, which is one of the most famous temples in Asakusa, if not the most famous. This temple is ornately detailed and gorgeous, but once again, super touristy. Asakusa in general is a very touristy area, so I might recommend to do your activities here early in the morning to try to beat the crowds. Sensoji Temple is actually Japan's oldest temple, founded in 645 AD after 2 brothers discovered a statue of Kannon in the Sumida River, the bodhisattva who it is dedicated to. It has been rebuilt multiple times throughout history and still attracts millions of visitors every year. I did get an ice cream from one of the shops surrounding it, and it was a real expectations versus reality moment. For a small fee, you can also pull omikuji, which assign you a fortune. Omikuji literally translates to sacred lot. These generally cover health, fortune, life, love. If it's good, keep it. If it's bad, tie it up on the line and let it go. And despite the crowds, it is definitely worth it to walk through this historically rich and beautifully decorated temple. But we also don't blame you if you need a breather after that, so walk around, enjoy some koi fish, and maybe make a stop at Lawson's for more fried chicken. I believe this one was our least favorite, or at least it was the least memorable. The breading was too thick, and it was reminiscent of an American gas station chicken tender. If you wander around here long enough, I promise you, somebody will come out and offer you a sample of something. Just like this sweet older lady offered us a sample of clear soy sauce. So this really is soy sauce that is completely clear, and it's really good, so we bought some. From here, it's a short walk to Kappabashi Kitchen Street, where you can get lots of kitchen tools and utensils. So if you're looking for souvenirs like that, this could be a good spot. You can find every style of everything here. We were feeling snacky and a little tired, so we went to Mr. Donut to rest our legs for a while. And please don't hate me, but these were not my favorite donuts. They were kind of stale, kind of oily, but the drinks were alright. After this, we headed to Arakawa. If Asakusa is a little too crowded for your liking, Arakawa has some of that same vintage Tokyo feeling without as many people. Now, I'm not saying no people. There are still a lot of people here, but less than Asakusa. We still regret not getting this shirt, but I did get mini cat presents for my mom. We walked around for a while, the sun was setting, and it was time to head back to our hotel. But on the way, we ran into this Harry Potter exhibit outside of Akasaka Station. And we were both born in the late 90s, so it was basically mandated that you read Harry Potter growing up. There is also a bakery here, it was just closed at this time of night. And I regret to tell you, we did not quite make it to the home of American music country house, but hey, there's always next time.